Hello, welcome back. Today we are unboxing the Ohuhu water-based brush markers and we are going to see if they are any good for lettering. I got these from Amazon for about 2000 rupees. These are a set of 100 markers, so each marker costs about 20 rupees, which is pretty affordable. A Camlin marker for reference costs about 15 rupees per brush pen and a Dom's brush pen is about 17 rupees each. And the Tombow, don't ask. So these markers come in a very nice sturdy case and a handle and a chain. First off, there are replacement tips. There are 2 fine liner tips and 3 brush tips. There's also swatch cards and a printed swatch card. The pen has a brush tip on one end. It is a fiber tip, meaning it may fray faster than a nylon tip, but no worries. Then there's the fine liner on the other end. And for those who cannot live without it, the cap fits on the other end. Okay, let's get swatching. So right off the bat, since the paper was a little rough, I thought I would color the boxes with the fine liners. But we see here how that went. So I just resumed with the brush tips. First 50 swatches. As you can see, our swatches and the printed swatches don't really match. Now here's a clip of me pointing out which shades don't match. Initially I was going to name the shades like 1, 2, 3, but then I'm lazy and my eyes can't see. So here we are. Here's the rest of the colors and another clip of me comparing these swatches to the printed ones. It doesn't really matter though, because there's obviously going to be differences when you're printing and when you're painting. Okay, with that out of the way, let's get to lettering. I was using this mixed media 180 GSM paper, which in hindsight was one of the bad choices I have made in my life. Okay, should we now blend? Blending nightmare. And not really feeling it. Well, first off, I am absolute shit at blending. Absolutely the worst. Worst. Very bad. But then I realized it's the paper. Paper, you idiot. So then I went ahead and tried them on another paper. I don't know which paper this is. It's been lying around in my house for quite a while now. I would like to say though, some brush tips are softer than the others. There's a little inconsistency with these brush pens, but overall I really like it. So yes, then I made a bunch of lettering pieces on that paper with these markers, which by the way I post on Instagram. If you are interested, you can follow me at @anintelligentmoron. Then, you thought this was over, didn't you? Then I got my furry paws on some Canson XL watercolor paper and basically swatched the entire set again. And oh my god, mind blown. Can you see how it like blends? Remember the sad sight from our previous tries? So while you enjoy this satisfying montage, I will take it upon myself to mention a few things. First off, these pens feel a little cheap. Only a little, I mean, they are expensive, but they still feel like low quality as compared to say Dom's brush pens. The grey pens, especially number 19, doesn't want to blend. Even on Canson watercolor paper, I found it very difficult to get a seamless blend. I wish there would be more dark colors. If you look at the pens, especially in the blue section, you see a lot of similar blues, but there is only one or two darker blues. Related to that, the pens, the colors have a very similar tone. That is, if I were to desaturate this video, you'd see pretty much the same colors without much variation in light and dark. That is, without much variation in the tone, if I make sense. I don't regret buying them, but I wouldn't buy them again. I would say give them a try. That's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please click the thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. This is very awkward. If you like what I do, please consider following me on Instagram. I am at @anintelligentmoron, and I will end this awkward outro. Bye.